I mean, that'll be cool. I don't have any input on that, so whatever they may do is what they do. But happy wherever I go.
But you're a California guy, but now you've turned Midwest, right? You feel comfortable with that?
Yeah, I mean, I've done it for 3 years, so I feel like that was probably one of my goals, is just getting used to it, because I'd have to play in the cold some way, somehow.
Playing Ohio State, do you remind them forever that, hey, you guys, I mean, that natty thing happened, but we got you?
I mean, I feel like we don't need to say anything. Kind of, what's understood doesn't need to be said.
How much of your former Michigan teammates that are out in the NFL that kind of helped you through this process? How much have you talked to those guys?
I talked to them a lot. Guys like Mozzie Smith, Chris Jenkins, Mikey Sanders still. Just those type of players that are in it and have, experienced a good amount. So just picking their brains and seeing, some tips they give me and how about this process, and then about the teams and how the season goes and stuff.
What was that like when Harbaugh was still at Michigan, knowing he had experience in the NFL, talking to you about the potential of you being an NFL player someday?
Yeah, that was really one of the reasons why I chose Michigan. I wanted to, be in a program that prepared me for the NFL, and obviously, Coach Harbaugh was the best one to do that. So just happy for him being at the highest level again, back to the NFL. So look forward to playing him, or, you never know.
Mason, the Jets have showed a lot of interest in you. What were your meetings like with them? What stood out to you?
Really good. Just feel like they have a good staff and a lot of good people around the building. Just cool meeting, everyone, and just getting to know, everyone from the strength staff to just communications and just, people even on just the business side of things.
What do you think you could bring to that team?
I just feel like, I could dominate along that front with, a lot of bigger names too, Will McDonald, Quinnen Williams, and then Jermaine Johnson. That'd be pretty cool.
What do you think it would be like to play with those guys?
I mean, I feel it'd be like, I like playing against, with and against elite players, so that's something I'm interested in.
What are your thoughts on playing in New York?
I mean, I'm grateful wherever I go, and if that's New York, then that's New York, so just ready for it all.
I mean, the SEC, that's the closest thing to, Sundays as it's going to get. And, my time at LSU, I blocked 15 first and second round draft picks, including the dudes that'll be in this year's draft. So, I've seen the closest it's going to get to, Sunday. So, like I said, I feel like this made me, better.
Do you think the Jets is a good match for you?
Yeah, I think honestly any organization that takes me is a good match. I don't really feel like it's one particular team or organization that's better than the other. I'm just excited for the opportunity to play for anybody.
Would you embrace the opportunity to play in New York?
No doubt. And like I said, any opportunity I'd be super excited for.
Did anything specific stand out in your meetings in New York?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Glenn, he's got a little Louisiana running through him. So, yeah, it was a great meeting. Had good interactions with them, throughout this process, and, we'll see what happens.
What's your thoughts of being here in Green Bay and being close to Lambeau Field and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
Yeah, no doubt. Whenever you think of football, you think of Lambeau Stadium, so Lambeau Field. So whenever, have the opportunity to come up here, represent my, my school, my family, my community, it means everything to me.
What do you think it would be like to go from playing in Louisiana to New York? Big difference?
Maybe just a little snow every now and then, but nothing I'm not used to. I hunt, so the cold really won't affect me that bad. But no, I mean, two passionate fan bases. I played at, most passionate fan base in college football. So I see that Penn State jacket back there. He'll probably want to argue with me, but no. But yeah, I mean, no, I don't think it'll be much different.
What type of player would New York be getting if they drafted you?
A difference maker. On the field, my stuff speaks for itself. 38 starts in the SEC at left tackle since I was 17 years old. But the guy that I can come in and change your locker room, be a leader from a young age, gain respect of the older guys by the way that I work and carry myself. That's something that I take pride in.